the same time that Bitcoin has been making headlines, AI has been just moving at not exponential but hyper exponential speeds. We've seen compute, what was Moore's law, 2x every couple of years, now 10x every year. Elon was at stage at the Abundance Summit this year saying he's seeing a 100x in a year and expects that for the next couple of years. And then we have, AGI sometime in the next 1 to 5 years, and then, digital superintelligence. There's a lot happening there, and you've got to be thinking about how AI and crypto slash Bitcoin, intersect and transform each other. Speak to what's on your mind there. What are you finding exciting? I mean, are we going to see AI agents transacting, basically buying and selling? And, I assume that crypto is the unspoken additional layer on top of the internet for financial transactions.
Yeah, it is. Let me try to make it real and tangible for people. I'll give you
Sure.
some real world examples. So I believe we had this idea during the kind of, the last crypto summer we had when everybody was going crazy during COVID. This new concept of a DAO was created. It's called the DAO is a decentralized autonomous organization. And you can literally build an organization in software. And a lot of these DeFi systems are basically DAOs. And the system has software-based governance built in.
There's no necessary people involved. It runs on a set of rules.
It runs on a set of software enforceable rules based upon who owns potentially the tokens in the system. And maybe you earn more of those tokens as yield. There's different aspects to how the governance can work. But what's important is it's not people-based, meaning once it's a DAO, you can't have a DAO that's a company, but it doesn't really make sense in my opinion. People are trying. The beauty of a DAO is no off switch, and it's not run by politics, it's run by software.
No opinions.
Right.
No opinions.
But now merge that with AI, and I've spent a lot of time on this lately. So I think that we're about to enter into a universe where we have billions of DAOs. And what we defined as a DAO in the first generation, and what you're talking about as autonomous agents, which is also the phrase we use at Abra, basically become the same thing, and there's DAOs everywhere. So take Elon, the robo-taxi model that Tesla's close to finally announcing, right? So
yes.
I think what you're going to see is you're going to see the corporate version of the taxis that Tesla owns, and you're going to see the ability for people to own taxis, because that's what people can get their arms around right now. That's not the scalable model, in my opinion. The scalable model is the car itself isn't owned by a person or a company. It's actually part of a DAO, and it drives itself around, right? And you automatically pay using crypto, probably stable coins or Bitcoin via Lightning, whatever. And there's rules in the DAO via software contracts that decide what the car has to do in terms of, where do I go to automate getting charged. But eventually, you see where I'm going with this. I just gave you one quick example, which was a car that owns itself. And then eventually it'll end of life itself. And you've made all your money back as people who invested in the car via this token issuance, right? And that's how DAOs are created. You have a token issuance where you deposit money as stable coins or Bitcoin into the DAO. And then the software rules determine how it gets used. Well, it automated buying the car, it automated setting this up, and it automated the token distribution back to the people. There's a million other examples. What if I have autonomous agents that do, video content distribution and basically determine, out in the cloud, I created a smart contract out in the cloud to sell my movie, and it's automatically going to give the money to this group of investors that invested in the movie based upon how the distribution rights work. And then at some point, the price is going to come down for watching the movie, and then eventually it end of life itself, and it's just open source content, something like that. I can give you thousands of examples of these. Crypto and smart contracts become the transactional layer for all of these autonomous agents, DAOs,